What's up, everybody? Cowboys C3. I got my boy Motown Chris with me. Cowboys versus Cardinals, Monday Night Football. And there's a guy that will be playing on the other team, maybe, that has never lost a game at AT&T. High school, college, NFL, never lost at AT&T, not once. They might as well name the damn stadium the Kyler Murray Stadium.
That's a hell of a stat.
Wild, like 9-0.
Sheesh.
And I meant to put a picture of Allen High School, Kyler Murray. That dude show up. Oh,
he went to Allen. He went to Allen.
Went to Allen High School.
That's high school. I seen the stadium and I was like, God, it looked like a college school. It looked like a college stadium.
So they have played Division II championship games in Allen High School Stadium. And there's another one that's over here too. There's actually two more. Melissa High School has one that's not as big, but just as nice. And they have luxury boxes in that stadium.
For it's high school.
Listen, got luxury boxes.
I think they said Allen is the biggest one in Texas, right? The biggest high school.
It's not. It's the second one. It's definitely Allen High School is the biggest high school in the state.
Okay, maybe that's what I seen. The biggest high school.
It is. They got like. Hold on.
And it's a public school.
It is.
That is insane.
It is.
In Texas, they be doing numbers, man. I get some kids, man. I need to put them in one of these states that got these high profile high schools, man. So my kids can have a chance to be something.
Allen High School enrollment is total enrollment right now is right at 7,000.
What they need that big ass stadium for?
Oh man! Now, if Allen High School is playing, I say right now they're the number 2 team in the state.
I believe it.
They cold. They keep, but they haven't reached the mountaintop since he left. But the thing is that there's always a shift in power in 6A football. Always. It'll be South Dallas, Oak Cliff area with Duncanville, DeSoto high schools. And then it'll shift over to South Lake with South Lake Carroll High School. And then it'll shift down to Allen. Well, both of those high schools now, Allen is number 2, South Lake Carroll is number 1. Duncanville and DeSoto, both schools had a bunch of players that left. They all in college now. And most of them are doing big things. Caden Durham, running back from Duncanville High School, is the running back at LSU. Colin Simmons, their defensive end, all-world defensive end. He played defensive end at the University of Texas, and he doing this thing at University of Texas. You've got the quarterback, Keelan Russell, is the quarterback behind Ty Simpson in Alabama. Yeah, it's DJ Bailey is the quarterback now at Sam Houston State University down in Huntsville. I think he'll transfer and go somewhere big. And then DJ Bailey is probably the second best high school quarterback I've seen since Kyler Murray.
Really?
Yeah. And Keelan Russell at Duncanville was good, but DJ Bailey was special.
You say he's at Sam Houston right now?
He's at Sam Houston State University.
I had to check him out.
He cold, nasty. And he wasn't getting a lot of playing time at first at Sam Houston, but they sort of like started losing games. You know what I'm saying? You start shuffling things around. You're like, oh shit, this dude is good. But Kyler Murray, though, I think he started his sophomore year. He came in like the 5th or 6th game. No, his freshman year he came in like the 5th or 6th game. He never lost. And then his sophomore, junior, and senior year, they went 16-0 and won 3 state championships 3 years in a row.
Damn, that's kind of like Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence, remember, had never lost until that national championship. He lost to LSU.
Yeah. They lost when Joe Burrow down.
Mm-hmm. But he had never lost ever either.
Right. And then Kyler Murray went to A&M first, played in Cowboy Stadium, didn't lose. Went to Oklahoma, played in Cowboy Stadium twice, didn't lose. Since he's been in the NFL, played the Cowboys, I think 3 times and never lost in AT&T. Wild. But anyway, Cowboys, Cardinals tomorrow night, Monday Night Football.
Winnable.
Very winnable. But it all depends on if this clown gets his shit together. Let's talk about it next right here on Cowboy Spit.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Wait,
Cowboy Spit.
Throws back of the end zone. There's
What's going on, everybody? Cowboy C3, Motown Chris. Dallas versus Arizona tomorrow, 7:15 Central Standard Time. Cowboys are a 3.5-point favorite. The total score is 53.5, which I think could be in jeopardy.
That's very high.
Very high. But the way that the Cowboy defense is playing and the way their offense is playing could be another old-fashioned shootout against a mediocre or bad football team. Cowboys got the second best offense in the league now. After today, well, it depends on how they do tomorrow. They might go back to 1. Indianapolis was actually the number 1 offense in the NFL, but they didn't have a good day today.
No, they did not.
Arizona
has
number
3 offense, if I'm remembering correctly.
Detroit,
yeah,
had a rough day. Yeah. Arizona has the 22nd ranked offense, 1,399 passing yards, 773 rushing yards. Cowboys have 2,110 passing yards and 963 rushing yards. Cowboys have a prolific offense. They had a bad week last week against Denver, which is a very, very good defense. And I watched Denver play for a little while today. They defense looked good again. Like, they just have a really good defensive football team.
Mm-hmm.
And particularly Cowboy defense is having a really, really hard time stopping anything right now. 31st is not on the bottom anymore, which is, if we're trending upwards, you know what I'm saying?
Progression.
2,069 passing yards and 1,168 rushing yards. You can beat them on the ground or in the air. And Arizona has a 19th ranked defense. They're pretty good against the run, but they will give up some passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the Cowboys, but they will give the ball up in there. Dallas's defense has been under a lot of scrutiny here the last couple of days. You can see the water is gone. It is explosions happening in the back now. And Eberflus skin looking a little shiny. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's super hot. And, head coach Brian Schottenheimer said this week that there would be some changes that would be made. And I'm interested to see what those changes are. He said that the big changes will not come until after the bye week. This is the game before their bye week.
Mm-hmm.
They play Monday night. They have a bye week, and then they play Monday night again against Vegas. So you have an opportunity to get your defense right during the bye week. But tomorrow, it will be, well, let's just take a look at it. Injury report. Elijah Clark with the ribs. He was one. I don't know if you were watching the game, Chris, last week. He was running down. I think he was running down Cortland Sutton and pulled up on the sideline, just holding his ribs and kind of just melted to the ground. It was kind of weird. They said he got a rib cartilage strain. He didn't participate. He'll be out. Overshown with the knee is not ready to go yet. He was limited in practice all week. He'll be out. They believe that he'll be back against Vegas. So There's some promise with that. Siobhan Ravel, rookie corner out of East Carolina, limited in practice. He'll be out. They believe he'll be back for Vegas. He'll be out there. He'll make his debut for Vegas as well. Sanborn, your middle linebacker, did not participate. He'll be out. Donovan Wilson did not participate in practice. He'll be out. That's your starting safety. Perrion Winfrey with the back was limited in practice. He'll be out. He's coming off the IR. Cooper Beebe coming off of injury, coming off the IR. He was limited in practice. He'll be out. Actually, Cooper Beebe will play. He was a full participant in practice all week. So Cooper Beebe, you get your center back. Adonijah Cornelius, your backup tackle, was limited in practice. He's questionable. Wanye Thomas had migraine headaches. He's your other starting safety. He was limited in practice up until Friday. He was a full participant in practice, but he's questionable. Everybody else, Brian Anger, Kenny Clark, Marshawn Nealon, Tyler Smith, and Reddy Stewart will all play tomorrow. They'll all be ready to go. So hopefully you get your center Cooper Beebe back. That would be an excellent thing for the Cowboys. And try to get this offensive line back steady. But the defense, your safeties have a potential to be being out tomorrow as well again. And Trayvon Diggs is also on the IR. He's not even listed on the active roster right now. For the Cardinals, Tyron Crawford, Will Johnson, Kyler Murray, Walter Nolan III, and Garrett Williams are all questionable. Main one being Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray will suit tomorrow. He will warm up tomorrow. He will be the backup quarterback tomorrow behind Jacoby Brissett, and they will use him if necessary. I don't know what necessary means, Chris, but he will be on the sideline, and I promise you, if they go down by 14 or something like that, his ass will be on the field, and that's when the party starts.
Because Jacoby Brissett has one quarter.
Maybe half of one. Maybe. If they go down
one quarter.
If they go down quick, Kyler Murray will come on the field, and it could get really, really dangerous for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just not. I've watched Kyler Murray coming. I've watched him since high school. I've watched him coming here as a professional and play the Cowboys and light their ass up right here at AT&T Stadium. That's just what he does. He when he was growing up, he was like, I didn't. He said he didn't even like the Cowboys when he was growing up. And he's from here. So one of those things again where people take it personal when they play the Cowboys, you're gonna get their A game. Every team you play, you're gonna get the A game. They're gonna try to embarrass you. And your defense has been like water for the last 9 weeks.
From opening kickoff.
It's been like water. Lineups will look like this. Kyler Murray is questionable. So Jacoby Brissett will be the starter. Bam Knight, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Zay Jones, and Trey McBride will be your starters and your skill positions on offense. Offensive line is intact. They got a pretty decent offensive line. They haven't really done much offensively, but they really haven't done much offensively because they've been without their quarterback. And coming off a bye week, he's probably healthy enough to go, but they want to hold him out one more week, and get him a little bit more healthy to play. But if they need him tomorrow, he will come into the football game. Defensively, they're pretty good. Budda Baker tends to play well against the Cowboys. They have a decent defense. It's not terrible, Chris. It's okay. 19th ranked, and here in Dallas, we could only hope for 19th ranked defenses. You know what I'm saying? Like they can do some things to stop some people. They've given up 1,644 yards through the air, which is not fantastic. But the Cowboys have given up 2,069 yards in the air. So with the same amount, they're coming off a bye week, so they do have one less game. But still, the Cowboys have been pretty non-resistant in the pass game, and they've been even more non-resistant in the running game. They've almost given up, 400 more yards rushing than Arizona's defense has given up. So, their defense they'll put up a fight. You know what I'm saying? They won't just lay down. The Cowboy defense has been known here especially in the last couple of weeks, especially with these losses, they've been known to kind of lay it down, and particularly because of the coverage that they play, the scheme that they're playing. I'm not for certain that the corners that they have right now would help that out. And we'll talk about the defense first. So Trayvon Diggs is on IR. So it looks like Kalen Carson, the rookie from last year, who did not have a good year last year. He started off very good, and then it kind of went bad on him. But he's been on IR for a while with a bad ankle. He's coming back. He was healthy 2 weeks ago. He'll get the start tomorrow. And your other corner be Deron Bland with Kyer Elam backing him up. They're taking Kyer Elam off the field. And what I wanted to talk about during the week, and I apologize that I didn't get any shows out during the week this week. I had a busy schedule, and I got a lot of family in town, my dad's family, and for everybody don't know, my dad passed away a few years ago. So when his family comes into town, got to spend time with them, because they want to see us. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So Kyer Elam, to me, especially in the Denver game, and there's some stuff that I may show next week when we start. When I may just redo the whole show I had planned about the Cowboy defense and how ass they've been. To me, it seems like that he's taking bad angles, but he's taking bad angles on purpose. Like he's not setting the edge on run plays and letting plays get outside, and he's not setting it because he's afraid of contact. And that is the absolute worst thing you can do as a defender. You are the boundary man. You the man that keeps the play, turn it back inside and get to the linebackers. And these linebackers have been asked to, but you're the one that turns the play inside to the linebackers, and they are not. He was not doing that. And Kalen Carson, for one, he don't mind tackling. And Deron Bland has been a tackling machine. He might be the best pure tackler on the damn football team, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? Particularly, in even him being a cornerback. But the way that they've been setting the edges, man, it's pretty bad. Say what's popping, Corey. How you feeling about some boys tomorrow? Rest in power for your dad. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I'm gonna talk about the score, but it might surprise a lot of people. But the way if they come out tomorrow, and you'll be able to see it with the Dallas Cowboy defense, you'll be able to see it within the first 5 minutes there on defense, what kind of game it'll be. If you see them corners back off in coverage, and it'll be just like when we call that Green Bay game, Chris.
Mhm.
If you see them back off in coverage, they finna get their ass whooped. It's about to be a long day. And if the Cowboy offense does not keep up with them, like last week, if you can't keep up with the scoring that Denver does, or you couldn't keep up last week with the scoring that Denver was scoring, then all of a sudden it's Dak's fault. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But nobody wants to talk about how your defense is just liquid. And the Cowboy offense, they were playing at a pace where there was no way in hell that they were going to be able to sustain that pace where you're scoring 40 points a game. You just don't do that in the NFL. It's something that don't happen. And the way that they looked last week, they scored 22 points. Chris, it is perfectly fine to win a football game 22-17.
Mhm.
It's perfectly fine. But with this defense, if you don't score 40, you're probably not going to win. And I don't know if Jacoby Brissett led team can score 40 points. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I do know that if Kyler Murray gets on the field, he can put up 40 against the Cowboys. I do know that. It's like he take that shit personal.
Mhm.
And I don't really know. I mean, have you seen, or have you noticed how quarterbacks that play the Cowboys, after they play them, it's like it almost jump starts their season, with the exception of Russell Wilson. He was on a short leash anyway.
Mhm.
But everybody, Justin Fields started playing a little bit better. Caleb Williams been on fire since he played the Cowboys.
Yeah, fuck that dude. They were supposed to lose today.
They won, Chris. They won.
This division is slowly looking like the best division in football again, and I hate it.
It's tough. And The NFC East right now, you got the Eagles, who are, pretty decent football team. And after that,
What's crazy is I think your division is still wide open, though.
it is. It is. But if you can't play defense, if that defensive ranking right there goes from 31 to 19, you're talking about a football team that would be really, really hard to beat. But you've already, to this point in the season, given up 2,069 yards passing and 1,168 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in week 9.
That's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
Not pleasant. And is this?
Yeah, when he got hired on, I didn't see the appeal because all you had to do was just look at the tape in Chicago. That's all you had to do. He was not good. He made questionable calls in clutch time situations, which cost him a lot of games. And granted, he's not a head coach, he's a defensive coordinator, but at the same time, we've seen it throughout the season, especially in that game against the Packers, in situations where the defense could have won the game. He just laid down and pissed down his leg.
Chris, you remember that 4th and 6 at the end of the game in overtime?
Mm-hmm.
And they lined up like both of your corners were like 8 yards off the ball, and I was like, "Shit, this is a first down." And you were like, "Ball ain't even been snapped yet," and they snapped the ball, and Matthew Golden went right across the middle and got the first down, 13-yard game. You can see it. Like I'm sitting here and watching Washington right now. This corner's off the ball. Jackson Smith and Jigba going down the field, and Jackson Smith and Jigba makes the catch. Like I'm telling you, like you can look at this shit and see it. And if I can look at it and see it, and I'm a guy, I played a lot of football, but I'm a fan. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I can do it,
what makes you think an offensive coordinator can't do it?
You're crazy. You're crazy. If that dude's getting paid millions of dollars, and he's sitting up in a booth looking at it real time, you're crazy if you think he can't see it. Crazy as hell. He can see it. I promise you he can. And the thing about the Cowboy defense is that I've heard a bunch of talking, and there's a lot of stuff talking about that, that there's going to be a big move before the trade deadline. Trade deadline is on Tuesday. And the move the names that continuously keep coming up are Max Crosby and Myles Garrett. So you're going to pay a king's ransom for 2 of the most dominant players in the NFL today, right? One is probably the most dominant player in the NFL today, right? You're going to give up probably both of your first-round picks this year, and you probably going to have to give up a player for a dude that is going to give you a pass rush if your wide receivers aren't open at the snap of the ball. The reason that the Cowboys don't have no pass rush is because they open it hut. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time, Chris. They open it hut. How the hell can you get home if the quarterback is lined up in the shotgun, he taking 3 steps, and on that 3rd step, the ball is gone? You're not going to get home because the receivers are wide ass open from the snap of the ball. And then they start running the ball and get you to play in the run, kind of not rushing as hard as you normally would because you got to respect the run game. And then as soon as they get you comfortable doing that, playing the run, they go to play action. And then that's when they start going down the field on your ass.
Tearing it up.
It's clockwork. It's clockwork. Until this changes, the scheme changes. And I'm not saying that he needs to change because I think it's too late. It's too late in the game to change him. What you're going to do, you're going to bring somebody else in here and he's going to put in a whole new system, and then you got to start over from scratch midway through the season. That's not going to work. You understand what I'm saying? But he is going to have to change his philosophy. The mark of a good coach is injuries, whatever. I can plug and play, get people. I need to find something that they're very good at, and I need to put them in that situation in order for them to be comfortable, for one. And for 2, it gives my football team the best chance to be successful on my side of the ball, which is the defense. And he won't do that. The crazy part about it is that he did it against Washington. He did it. And then you come out against Denver and you got them dudes playing in that damn soft ass zone. And they do the same shit, Chris, every single time. Their offensive coordinators know and understand that you got a bunch of man corners playing in the zone and they're not very comfortable in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that outside receiver and I'm going to run him on something that goes inside and get you to turn your hips inside. And that slot receiver, I'm going to send him right down the sideline and his ass going to be wide ass. That's why every time you see Dallas cornerbacks, when they standing when somebody done beat them, you see them standing there with their hands up like, what just happened? Like, what are you doing? You supposed like, no, he ain't supposed to be there. Your ass supposed to be there, but you don't know your assignments, and you keep putting them in that position over and over again. They poach Trick Weezy Bridges. They kept putting him in that. Man, he looked like he was probably the worst corner in NFL last week, and you go look at him in college, man, corner. Coming in there trying to getting the opportunity to play, you know what I'm saying? And they know shit, his ass gonna turn inside every time. I'm gonna send something right behind him and ain't nothing he can do about it. And he not gonna drop back in his third. He not gonna do it. And then you start seeing them backpedal, getting back in their third because they tell them you have to cover that deep third. So they almost sprinting as soon as the ball is snapped. And then Bo Nix start just throwing 5-yard hitch routes. It's crazy, dog. Crazy. Go back and look at it. That's exactly how it all played out. But the Giants showed you that in week 2 with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote the blueprint. This is all you got to do. And teams, of course, they just going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. So what do the Cowboys need to do to win this football game? These are your keys to victory. Your team key from the very beginning, you have to establish the trenches up front, offensively and defensively. You have to make your mark from the very beginning. And every game that the Cowboys have won, they have done that. And every game that they have lost, they have not. And if you think about it, Chris, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. Week 1, you played the Eagles. That was a very winnable football game that you didn't win.
They looked very impressive in that game.
They looked very impressive in that game. And I thought that they had opportunities to win, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. Week 2, you played the Giants. And you won. But Russell Wilson looked like Russell Wilson of old. And come to find out that it was so bad that it was in the actual situation, it was so bad that he ended up getting benched the week after that. And then you played the Bears, and the Bears just whooped your ass 31-14. They tore your ass apart. The next week you played the Packers, and you had opportunities to win that football game as well, and you didn't. And it was a tie 40-40. You beat the Jets in the game where defensively for 3 quarters you looked fantastic, and then you went off in that soft ass zone, and the score ended up being 37-22. They made a little run at it at the end. And then the next week you played the Panthers, and even though I'm just sitting here watching what college just scored. Sam Darnold threw a damn dart. You let Rico Dowdle just go bananas on your ass, but the score was 30-27. You had golden opportunities to win that football game too, and you needed some defensive stops, and you couldn't get them. And really, in that game, your defensive stops, you actually had them stopped in the fourth quarter, but Maris Lufau had a stupid ass personal foul penalty that actually put him in field goal range.
I think I seen that.
Yeah, it was right at the end of the game, and we got a personal foul penalty.
It was a late hit out of bounds, right?
On a late hit out of bounds, and that's what put him in field goal range.
Yep.
You beat Washington, which was a good win, and then last week you played Denver, and you got your ass whooped.
A lot of back and forth, up and down this season. I see
a lot, and it's like week to week. So you're talking about a win the first game of the season, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you should be 6-2 right now. But your defense is so terrible that you are 3-4-1. It's crazy. But anyway, you got to establish the trenches up front. Offensive keys to be able to run the ball all game long. You need to come out. If you establish the trenches up front, Chris, they'll be able to run the ball in the first quarter all the way through the fourth quarter. Don't become a one-dimensional team. You need to get your tight end involved this week, and you need to get him involved early. Still got the most receptions at tight end in the NFL right now. But guess how many catches he had last week, Chris?
How many?
That's how many. Nothing. Let them.
A lot. I've noticed this season though, a lot of tight ends haven't really been getting a lot of, because Sam Laporta is also not that involved in our system. Travis Kelce is not that involved in Kansas City system. So it seems like they're kind of just getting away from tight ends being involved in these systems. Granted, Brock Bowers finally showed up today.
He did.
He had a good game, but the tight ends have really been very low key this season. So it's not just you guys. I won't let Dallas take all the blame for that. It's not just you guys. I've seen a lot of tight ends, a lot of tight end ones, not being too involved in team schemes so far this season.
Okay, check this out, Chris. This is what you said about you said that about the NFL, right? Jake Ferguson this season already has 51 catches for 334 yards and 6 touchdowns. The Cowboys absolutely involved their tight end in the offense. And so he went 5 catches against Philly, 9 against the Giants, 13 against the Bears, 7 against Green Bay, 7 against the Jets, 3 against Carolina, 7 against Washington, 0 against Denver.
In that instance, that is kind of weird.
Not one catch. And that is insane that he did not have one.
Maybe it's because Denver got, good linebackers. Normally linebackers cover the tight end, so
they took him away. But you can't allow that. You can design plays for him. You understand what I'm saying? You can throw him a screen or something. Just get him involved. Get him involved in the game. Give him some confidence early, and it'll pay dividends for you. The Cowboys are a much better football team offensively when Jake Ferguson is involved. They just are. You know what I'm saying? And that's I think one of the keys tomorrow is to get him involved early, and that way they'll kind of shift the coverage, because they won't ever shift the coverage because you are the 2 outside receivers. They scared. The whole NFL is scared as hell of both of them, right? But that should leave the middle of the field wide open, and you have to call plays for that. And Dak last week, he didn't play his best football game, but playing quarterback before, man, every game that you play is not going to be good. You're going to have some games where you struggle, and that's where that whole complementary football thing comes into play. It does. So tomorrow, though, you got to get him involved, and then you got to keep that clean, and just let him get the ball down the field. He'll get the ball down the field tomorrow. It shouldn't be as much resistance as it was last week, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be able to throw the ball down the field. Plus, you get your center back, so your offensive line is slowly coming back into form. But we were talking about it last night with some of my family. Like their backup offensive line played so well while the starters were out. Like, shit, man, why don't you rotate them in some and get them and keep them fresh too? Keep your offensive line fresh. And that would be one of the only. It would be one of the only teams, if not the only team, that has the ability to do that. You learn that some of your backup offensive linemen can really play football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, let them play. And then defensively, you got to fill holes. Your linebacker play has been terrible, and I'll tell you something else here in a second, Chris. That's kind of a wild thing to watch with the Cowboy defense. And stop the damn run. If you plug holes, you're going to stop the run. So those kind of coincide with each other, and you got to play more man covers in the zone. I'll continue to say that until they do it. But in every game that you've won this season, with the exception of the Giants, you have played a lot of man coverage, and what all is doing is just giving giving the quarterbacks for the opposing team. It's just giving them tighter windows to throw through. You know what I'm saying? If you keep playing that soft that zone, that's why you see Cowboy opposition receivers be wide ass open, and it's because they're in that zone and they don't know what the hell they're doing. But one thing that I noticed in the last game, and I noticed it against the Giants, but then they kind of went away from it, something that they were doing. And then they went back to it in Carolina. And I thought that there was no way that they would be dumb enough to do it again. And then they did it last week against the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
So what they'll do is they'll start getting shredded with the pass. And what the quarterback will do is he'll just start hitting the windows in that zone, right? So just quick passes, get the ball, get the tight end involved in the middle, just quick passes. And what the Cowboys will do is take their linebackers and back them up like 2 yards. So instead of being 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, they like 7 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
So you got your safeties, your corners, and your linebackers like 7 yards off the ball. Your safeties like 10 to 12, but your corners and your linebackers are almost even at like 7 yards off the ball. And that's when teams start running the ball.
Because there's nothing in that second level.
The second level is 7 yards down the field.
That's especially if you're getting, y'all running game is a revelation this year for you guys, because you guys have for the last few years not really been a running team.
Since Tony Pollard left.
Yeah. So, but like if you're doing that against these other teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Arizona doesn't have the best, running back situation right now with James Conner down for the season. They're running back by committee with old boy Knight and then Amari DiMercado. Like they're not the best, they're not world beaters. But like if you are if you're 7 yards off the ball and you're not making first contact until maybe that 7 yard mark, 1st and 10, now it's 2nd and 3.
Right.
Very manageable. So like you're giving up a lot of opportunity to these running backs who your leading rusher is Kyler Murray. Am I reading that right?
Yes. Yes.
That can't be right.
It is. He's the leading rusher.
It really is running back by committee, because as a team they have 773 rushing yards.
They just running the ball with whoever want to go back there and run it.
And he has 173, and that leads the team.
So remember, James Conner got hurt week 2, and then Trey Benson came in and got hurt in the same game, and he's out.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're running the ball with Knight and DiMercado, and they running read options with Kyler Murray, and that's how he hurt his ankle or his foot. So
that is insane.
It's not that great. Leading receiver is Trey McBride. But
this game is very winnable for you guys.
Right. But what I'm saying is that Kenneth Murray Jr. is your leading tackler with 58 tackles on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he might be playing the worst linebacker in the NFL right now. Won't fill holes. It reminds me a lot. You remember Jalen Smith? I used to talk about Jalen Smith all the time. That shit used to make me so mad when it's 3rd and 8 and you down the field and make a tackle 12 yards down the field and get up celebrating. That shit used to make me so mad. But Kenneth Murray is doing the exact same thing. Running beside running backs and jumping on them and tackling them from behind. That's how he's tackling people instead of filling holes and stopping running backs at the line of scrimmage. But part of the reason that he can't fill holes and stop people at the line of scrimmage is because he's playing so damn far back. Like I'm sitting here watching Seattle linebackers playing 4 yards off the ball, and they are absolutely filling holes. You understand what I'm saying? Like they are making it difficult for Washington to run the football. and you getting an extra 3 yards with Cowboy linebackers that won't fill holes. It is insane what the Cowboys are doing defensively. Insane. But, what it's doing is like the offense that the Cowboys have, it is a well-balanced offense that can be really, really dangerous for teams later on in the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they can't, with the way their defense is playing right now, they can't sustain 40 points a game. There's going to be some games that you're going to have to win 17-10. You got a game Thanksgiving Day, you got to win 17-10 against Kansas City Chiefs. You still got to play Detroit. You still got to play the Chargers, who look pretty damn good today.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to play Philly again.
Ooh, y'all got
It is a gauntlet.
This next stretch is nasty.
November and December are a mother trucker.
Y'all buy is next week, right? After this game, y'all get a buy.
After the bye, you get one game that's a very winnable game. You get a tune-up game with the Raiders, and then after that, it's fire. It's go time. Go time. So he said, "Hey, cuz we miss you a lot. My neighbors every day ask about the Dallas Cowboys and trying to report them every day and what's going on. I didn't know my neighbors are Dallas Cowboy fans. Well, if they Dallas Cowboy fans, Danny, tell them to like and subscribe, baby. Tell them to come on over here to the spit." But yeah,
this is Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders. Then y'all finish the game with a sympathy game against the Giants.
Buddy,
this second half is intense for y'all.
It's going down.
Luckily for y'all, the Eagles and Chiefs game, Vikings and Chargers are all home games.
Yeah. But you are going to have to play solid defense. Mm-hmm. You have to play solid defense to win those games. You have to. You don't want to get no damn shootouts with none of them because you're not going to be able to do it.
And I'm worried about this zone coverage against the Eagles and Chiefs for sure, because they have quarterbacks that can kind of, wreck a game plan if the play, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you can. I feel like zone is not a good.
Well, I think with the Chargers too, the way Justin Herbert runs with the ball too.
Yeah.
You on that soft coverage, they'll let you get downfield a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pop pass you, pop pass you, pop pass you, run the ball on you. You know what I'm saying? Get you cognizant of the run and make you not rush the quarterback as hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, he drops back and you got everything kind of zoned up, and then they take off running, and then you're in trouble. And that's why tomorrow, if Kyler Murray plays, you could be in so much trouble, because I don't think anybody in the NFL run like that little joker.
Especially if your linebackers are 7 yards off the ball.
Crazy. And it's like they refuse to spy quarterbacks too. They refuse to do it. So if a quarterback want to take off running, you can run.
Mm-hmm.
The one game that you did is against Washington, right? And Jaden Daniels ended up get twisted up under James Houston and end up spraining his ankle and he was out. But it is imperative that you shore this up. And if you pay this ransom and go get you a pass rusher and it's just null and void and you still losing these football games because your scheme is so bad, then what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point?
Why not make a play for some corners? Tariq Woolen, I heard, is on the board.
Right. So there was a right, and that is great. But the thing about it, Chris, is he's a man corner as well. So what you gonna do? Bring him in this soft ass zone too? He gonna look just as stupid as they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And your best corner come to practice with a Pooh Shiesty mask on. You know what I'm saying? So he don't nobody see his face because don't nobody know what happened to this dude, and he got a concussion at the crib.
What y'all be got going on, man?
Brother. It's wild, man. It's wild. And it's all on the defensive side of the ball. And you got this really, really good offense that you just finna waste because y'all probably gonna get 6 or 7 wins this year at the most.
Where you see them? Because y'all at 3 right now.
They'll win these next.
You only allowing yourself to get 3 more? out of the rest of the season?
They'll win these next 2 games, right? If you
Mhm.
lose these next 2 games, call it. Call it. Let Joe Milton play. Let all of them play. Call it. End it right then. Oh, Dak sprained his ankle at the crib, and he's in a boot, and he won't play for the rest of the season. Just call it. Call it.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Mm.
At least one of them picks will be semi-high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, these motherfuckers beating the shit out of Washington. They beating the
They
hell
just
out
scored
of
again? Because it was
28-0.
golly.
28-0. There's still 4 minutes left in the half. They
In
on
the
their
first half
ass.
is great. And you talk about a successful hangover. Like Washington looked really good last year.
Yes, and they look like they was gonna be good for a lot of years to come.
I was like, man, they about to be a revelation over there in DC. Nope. Granted, they had some injuries, but even when everybody was healthy, they just don't look the same.
Scary Terry got paid and ain't scary no more. Crazy. So that's your 6th win right there.
So
The next 2 games in Washington.
I gotta.
And your possible is the last game of the season against the Giants. That's your 7 wins right there. The rest of them games, how?
4th touchdown of the first half.
Yeah.
He's through 4 anyway. That's beside. Okay, so all is not lost, right? Because I'm doing some looking up, right? So Philly's leading that division 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
They had a bye week today, so everybody will be caught up pretty much in that division.
Right.
You guys are 2nd. You guys are undefeated at home. That's a plus.
Who you got coming up? Who you got coming up at the crib? You got Chiefs coming up at the crib.
Chiefs,
you got
Eagles,
Chargers coming up at the crib.
Chargers,
you got the Eagles,
and
Minnesota. You think they're gonna be undefeated at the crib?
I'm worried about that Chiefs game. Y'all could beat the Eagles.
I know we can beat the Eagles.
Y'all can beat the Eagles.
We can beat the Eagles.
That Chiefs game.
Chargers game is scary to me. And Minnesota's scary to me too.
Nah, I feel like the offense that you guys have, especially with your O-line coming back, y'all can beat the blitz scheme of Brian Flores.
Right. And I agree. Right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But what the Cowboys have been doing is making mediocre quarterbacks look great.
And what y'all have to do is y'all have to generate pressure on JJ McCarthy.
And if JJ
do not allow him to do them 5-yard dinking dunks.
Right. And that's what they've been giving up.
So y'all, if y'all can address that and fix that and stop, because let's see the quarterbacks you guys got coming up. You got Geno Smith. We don't know who the quarterback is for tomorrow yet. You said Jacoby's starting. But then it might be Kyler Murray if the game gets out of hand.
If they feel like they need him, he'll come off the bench.
Right. So, but then you got Geno Smith and the Raiders. Geno's having a terrible year.
He's having a bad year. But this is the thing, is that these past quarterbacks have been playing bad till they get to Dallas, and then once they start playing Dallas,
game.
It's a confidence booster. You understand what I'm saying? It's a confidence booster. So Geno and then Pat, right? And then who after that?
No, Geno, then Jalen.
Yep. Okay, so
then Pat,
Jalen, then Pat,
then Jared.
Okay.
Then JJ.
Okay.
Justin.
Okay.
Jaden.
Okay.
Dart.
Jackson.
There's 5 mobile quarterbacks in the next 7 games. Actually, so if we count Kyler Murray, that's Kyler Murray 1.
But Jacoby Brissett can run too.
Yeah. So Cardinals, they got a quarterback that can extend plays. Geno can extend plays. Jalen is a run. It can extend plays. Patrick Mahomes can extend plays. Jared Goff is a pocket quarterback.
He is.
But besides today, that line has been really, really good.
And they got a running game that is out of this world.
Right. JJ, he got out the pocket today, but I don't think that.
I don't think they
extending. I won't label him.
I don't think they're interested in him getting out of the pocket too much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna put the extending plays tag on him just yet.
Right. Because the quarterback that you got rid of for this dude is 6-2 right now, and putting an old fashioned whooping on the
100% completion percentage.
Yes.
So, but then you got Justin Herbert who can extend plays. You got Jaden Daniels who can extend plays. And Jackson Dart who can extend plays, but you probably don't want him to.
Right.
So,
because your choice right now, other than Jackson Dart,
they'll put Jameson in before they put Russ.
They'll put Jameson.
Russ won't even be in Giants colors come next season. If he doesn't retire, he'll be somewhere else.
Sure.
So, it's rough. It's rough, but we've seen the promise. Like, granted, I don't watch every Cowboys game because you know who I am, right?
I do.
When they own, I watch them, right? And they're a revelation when they play man. But we know this.
They're a much better football team.
Much better football team, right? This is gonna have to be a wake up. Somebody's got to call Eberflus. Somebody's got to tell them, like, hey, listen, the first half of the season, look at the numbers in the zone against man. Look at who we're playing next. We cannot afford to play zone.
Your head coach said big changes are coming on the defensive side of the ball. Big changes are coming.
Is Shadi an offensive coach or a defensive coach?
He's an offensive guy. He is an offensive guy.
If he was a defensive coach, I would have felt a lot better because then you could just take the play calling responsibility away from Eberflus.
But he calls the offensive plays too. He's just gonna call the whole game.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he was who's your offensive coordinator?
What is his name? That is a great question. What it should Brian Schottenheimer. He called the damn plays. I mean, it's the same thing like last year. With him being the offensive coordinator last year, right? Did you know he was the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys last year?
No, I didn't.
Because he didn't call the play.
And I was hella confused. I was like, this is a random hire. Didn't know he was internal.
Yes. He called the plays. What is his name? He came from Arizona. Clayton Adams.
Okay.
Clayton Adams came from Arizona.
Wait, so Mike McCarthy didn't call plays last year?
Mike McCarthy called the plays last year. That's why you didn't know. That's why you didn't know Brian Schottenheimer was the offensive coordinator. It took me 5 minutes to think of Clayton Adams' name because he don't call the plays.
Yeah.
Brian Schottenheimer called the plays. This is Brian Schottenheimer's offense.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because if Shotty is the offensive coach, then it wouldn't matter if he called defensive plays. But if he was able to, would you give up the play calling duty to the offensive coordinator if it meant that your head coach made better decisions on defense? You think the offense is sustainable enough?
You might have to. Yes, I think Dak is sustainable enough to do that. And I think that Clayton Adams understands the offense enough that he can call plays, and Schottenheimer can still tune in like, hey, you might want to do this here. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just shift over and make the defensive calls. Because it's obvious that Eberflus sucks at it.
Yeah. And obviously, you know, like what you said earlier, you don't want to make heavy change like that in the middle of the season when the division is very much still winnable, at least a wild card position, right?
Right.
You don't want to go in and blow up the defense altogether, get a new guy in here, or at least you slide up an interim guy, but that doesn't do anything because the interim guy is under the same guy that you got now, so it's going to be the same system. You just hope he calls plays better, but you gotta take him off the play calling. You got to, because what in that Green Bay game alone, you called it like every critical. It was the 3rd and long. Like there was no reason like 3rd and 7 and longer that Green Bay should have been getting first downs. 4th and 5, 4th and 2, 4th and 7,
4th and 6, and you pick up a 13-yard first down.
Unacceptable.
Where he's wide open.
Unacceptable. If you're not calling man in those situations, I need a blitz, something.
Give me something.
Give me something.
The worst, I think, the absolute worst call that I've seen is against Carolina. 3rd down. No, 4th and 6. 4th and 5. They come out corners of 10 yards off. Bryce Young comes up to the line of scrimmage, looks right at Hunter Renfrow, and just nods his head. That's all he did. Kenneth Murray comes up in the line like he's going to blitz right up the middle, right? He just looks at Hunter Renfrow and nods his head. Hunter Renfrow nods his head back. And they throw a slant, and that linebacker, Kenneth Murray, is supposed to sprint back and cut that slant lane off because the corner is 10 yards away and take that slant away. And it was the easiest completion ever. Oh, Kenneth Murray was just a hair late. Bullshit. No, he wasn't a hair late. Renfrow caught that ball and slid, then Kenneth Murray came into the picture. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm playing tight bump and I'm coming after Bryce Young's ass because we all know when you blitz Bryce Young, he's scary. We know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it is amazing. And I think that is probably the worst that I've seen. Said, did you see it here? Brian Schottenheimer said to reporters he's pissed off reporters and told them bleep themselves on He told them they could shove it up their ass, is what he told them.
That's a fine.
He went viral for it.
That'll be a fine.
He went viral for it.
I'd be upset too, man, because
yeah, by
no stretch of the means am I ever going to root for the Cowboys, but it just does suck to see that you can tell. I don't like all the noise and disrespect that Dak gets for the failure of the entire team, and this is the perfect way you can see it. He's doing everything he can. He is having. If you take the record away and you tell me you line these stats up with the stats of other quarterbacks in the league, subtract the record, he's having an MVP caliber season.
Agreed.
You guys finally got a rushing game. You got 2 all-pro receivers.
Yeah.
Great O-line. Finally. Because I feel like you guys have had bad luck at O-line for the last few years. The offense is finally looking like a high-power machine.
Right.
But if the offense is always having to be on the field because the defense can't get off the field, and always you got to rely on your it's that situation of, yeah, we're gonna give up 40, but we're gonna score 41. You can't win numerous games like that.
You can't. You cannot.
Something's got to change. Something's got to change, whether it be trade deadline or firings. And we know that Jerry is notorious for not making any type of moves whenever moves need to be made, whether that be free agency, trade deadlines, unless you piss them off. You piss them off, you gone.
Right. Ask Michael Parsons. The thing to me is Dak will never be the MVP because of how bad the defense is. If Jerry gets a wild hair in his ass and decides to trade for Myles Garrett, not only do you give up a king's ransom to get him, you also gonna have to inherit that contract.
He did just get paid.
And when you inherit that contract, you can kiss George Pickens goodbye. So you keep this defensive coordinator around.
If somehow you can miraculously keep him off the trade in the first place.
I think that I've said this after every single game. I think that you have to pay him now. Because if you let him continue to play the way he's playing right now, you're not going to be able to afford him.
He's building tape.
Absolutely. You're not going to be able to afford him.
And this is he in the last year?
Yes. Now
he's building tape.
Now you can franchise tag him, I believe.
But at that point, it's the average.
Which is going to be up there too.
Yeah. If you think about all the receivers that just got paid, Amon-Ra just got paid. I think
CD
his
just
is
got paid.
120. CD just got paid. A lot of receivers actually just got paid this year.
Yeah.
So that average is going to be high.
As fuck.
At least 40.
So you're not going to be able to do that. If you bring it, let's say the only way you do that, and if you do it smart financially.
And Jamar and T just got paid. They both just got paid.
So
that number's going to be inflated.
Yes, for sure. So the only way that you can do it is you have to do it absolutely right now. But the only way that you can do it right now is you have to fix that relationship with the agent, because that's Micah Parsons' agent.
That's interesting. Yep. That's interesting.
Say it ain't so, but it's so. You have to fix that relationship right now.
That's on football karma for your ass.
Yep. So that's why I kept trying to figure out, like, why he kept saying, like, I don't even know who his agent is. Like, why do I need to talk to him? You just talked to the motherfucker. You just did. That's how you got George Pickens here.
And now you might not even be able to keep George Pickens because of that.
Yes.
And don't let it be another situation where like the Giants letting Saquon just walk freely into the Eagles' arms, because I can see the Eagles being somebody who would love to capitalize on that.
Oh, Danny, ain't nobody said you should trade George Pickens. I said you should sign him right now. Get it over with right now.
Yeah.
Sign his ass right now.
I was just saying that, in order to get a Max Crosby or a Myles Garrett, these teams are going to ask for a lot.
The only way that I do that, seriously, Chris, to save myself financially, is I will give you what you asked for. I'll give you my first round picks right now. I'll give them to you. I'll give you both my first round picks, because I don't think there's anybody in college that's better than Myles Garrett or Max Crosby. None of them, right? I'll give you both my first round picks right now, right? But you're gonna eat half that contract.
I think the teams still hold on to they eat the guarantees.
They're gonna have to.
So whatever Miles' guarantee is, y'all better hope it's a huge chunk of that contract.
We find out right now.
Let's see. That's the only way.
Then then what's his name just get paid right too?
It's $160 million contract with $123.5 guaranteed.
So you eat that guarantee, and we can shake that. I can deal with that.
Oh, but he has a no trade clause.
He has to, okay, but he asked. I think he asked to be traded. I think so. I think he wants out. And I would want out of Cleveland too. Did you see what they just? Did you see what they just did? Cleveland.
I stopped watching them because
brought Zappe up from the practice squad and talking about making him the backup quarterback. And so to me, it took it a minute to kind of play itself out. But to me, that whole situation is obvious that Dylan Gabriel Stefanski's dude. That is his guy. That's the one that he wanted. And he got him, right? But the organization wanted Shedeur Sanders. I will do whatever is necessary to not let Shedeur get on the field, because for one, it'll make me wrong, right? I'll be proven wrong. And then for two, if he gets on the field, he's never coming off.
Which is crazy. You're choosing your job over making the right move, because you're going to lose your job over this. Like
I think his job is already gone.
We talked about this on the Blitz last week. Stefanski's chair is nuclear. Them coach of the years ain't gonna help you right now. And if what you're saying is true, and that is his guy and Dylan Gabriel,
Yeah.
and you're watching the team go down with that, front office is gonna be like, all right, look, go and get your guy. We're gonna get our guy.
Mhm.
If your guy doesn't produce,
Then my guy's
he's on the
coming in.
bench and you're out of a job.
Pretty much.
So you're
Pretty
willing to lose your job
Yep.
over this guy.
Yes.
That is
I
terrible.
hope it's worth it.
And I hope it is worth it.
I hope it's worth
He'll be
it.
a coordinator again somewhere. He won't be a head coach for a long, long time.
I hope it's worth it.
Because they're gonna look at this and be like, you mismanaged the hell out of this situation.
That shit is crazy.
But Max Crosby's contract, because he just got an extension in March,
Yep.
is 106.5 with 91 guaranteed.
So either way,
that's the cheaper option. If you go
either-
get Max Crosby, if they eat the guarantees, you'd only be on the hook for about 15 million.
and I give them a first and a third for Max Crosby. I give them a first this year, and they're gonna be like, I want your first. They don't want Green Bay's first. I want your first.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I give them my first. I still get Green Bay's first, and I give them my third, and I get Max Crosby.
That could be done. I think the Max Crosby deal could probably work better than the Myles Garrett deal, though.
And the crazy part about it is both of them from Dallas.
Really?
Max Crosby went to Colleyville Heritage High School, and Myles Garrett went to Arlington Martin High School.
The only thing about Max Crosby is I think that he's always wanted to be a Raider. I think he even got that shit tatted on him.
That's fine. Jackson Smith and Jigba got a Cowboy star on his arm. He's from Rockwall. He grew up Cowboy fan. He was like, if there's any way,
he couldn't help where he got drafted. You know,
he couldn't.
He's on his first contract, so
he couldn't. And the Cowboys had him in. They said, if you fall to us, kind of like CD Lamb, you fall to us, of course we're gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? But he got a big ass Cowboy star on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure do. But it is what it is. He said, Danny said, bring over Ray Lewis to the coaching staff and Ken Norton to the coaching staff. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Might as well.
Mike Zimmer,
might as well.
That's a name I haven't heard in a few
Zimmer
seasons.
was the defensive coordinator last year.
He was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. But the thing about his defense, it was shitty at first, but then as the season progressed, it got a lot better.
Yeah.
This defense just keeps taking plunges. But they are not last in the NFL anymore. They're 31st.
31st.
Trending
Only way is up, baby.
Trending upwards, baby. Ain't in the cellar no more. But historically speaking, like this may be the Cowboys, they definitely had the worst Cowboy defense of all time. But if they keep on the route that they're going, they will have one of the worst defenses in NFL history if they don't change something.
Listen, I don't know. I know two teams that went 0-16. I'm pretty sure that they qualify somewhere.
They wasn't getting smashed like this. You say Stefanski's seat is nuclear.
Nuclear.
Right? You know who else is here? That guy right there.
If y'all keep him another year, I'd be thoroughly surprised and highly disappointed.
That dude's seat right there is out of control.
I will say this. I love you. I hope he's calling the plays when we see y'all in a couple weeks.
Oh, he will be, guaranteed. And again, against Detroit, where it makes 0 sense at all, you're gonna see corners 20 yards off receivers.
I hope he's calling the plays. Finally, y'all gotta come to our house, man. We didn't came to Dallas 4 years in a row. Y'all gotta come see us, man.
It might get.
Oh, it's gonna be rocking. It's gonna. We got to do a show for that one too.
Oh yeah, let's do it. We can go play by play.
It's Thursday night. So yeah, we can do play by play for it.
Sure. Let's do it.
That's gonna be fun. Woo!
I got two play by play games coming up. I got the Eagles with Britt, and then you in Detroit.
Oh, you got 3 if you can get Jay on for that Kansas City joint.
That's Thanksgiving Day, baby.
Oh yeah, nah.
That's gonna be tough.
I'm a Lions fan, brother. I'm a Lions fan.
That's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah. I'm excited because last year that ass whooping was
severe.
Historic.
You owe them one. You owe them one. Just like y'all owed us one from
we owe y'all a few. We owe y'all. We getting our reparations. We owed y'all one real bad for that game before the year before with that last
2-point
call
conversion.
Yeah,
Remember, I was at that
that was
game.
actually what that one was for last year.
That's what that was for.
That's what that one was for.
Whooping time.
But at what cost, man? We lost Aiden Hutchinson in that game. But boy,
Sure did.
it
Whooping
was.
time.
I was smiling from ear to ear. We held y'all to 3 field goals the
It's
whole game.
7 at the half, Chris.
I was geeked, and I got Cowboys fans that's homeboys at my job.
Yeah.
And they didn't even want to, you know what I'm saying? They be talking big shit sometimes, and they was like, hey man, we know.
You don't even want to talk. You don't even want to talk to your ass.
I didn't want to talk to you. I ain't even gonna pour the salt, but I just want you to know that belt, that belt was out.
So good.
So yeah, if Eberflus is calling the plays in a couple weeks, man, I love it. I love it. I want to see how many times we're gonna do a counter. We're gonna do a counter on how many times Corey correctly calls a zone in a first down in that game.
Absolutely, I promise you, I can see it.
And Amon-Ra, he's got the whole route tree, but Amon-Ra is a hell of a slot merchant.
But you can't play him like that's one of them dudes. You can't play him off court. You have to give Jared Goff a tight window to throw through. If you don't, like and all they're gonna do is just run the ball and get the Cowboy defense soft, and then just absolutely destroy play action.
The one thing I love about how this team is structured, man, is that, and I'm still waiting on John Morton's figuring out first year OC with us. He's still figuring out how to use all his weapons properly. But I love how, our receivers are both deep threats. They both have route trees, right? Our tight end can do it all, can block, can play short, the middle, take you for a ride up the seam. We got the running backs that can both run and they can both catch it out the backfield. So it's like there's not really one way that you can just you eliminate one, we're gonna enhance the others,
but enhance the others until you adjust and play those, and then we'll go back to the one that you play that you coach the team for. It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be good. God. We got a bounce. Who we got next week? We got who we got next week? I'm already looking forward to it because today was a dud, and now we're 1-2 in the division, and I hate that.
Oh, that's
especially with Chicago winning today with they whole ass. Bengals had one job.
Oh, y'all got the Commanders next week. Confidence game.
I don't know.
Where y'all playing?
We playing in DC. I counted DC out. I counted Washington out in the playoffs, and they got us up out there expeditiously. So
y'all got Green Bay on Thanksgiving Day.
We owe them one though. That's at the crib.
Oh, God.
That's at the crib. We owe them one.
Oh God. Oh man.
I think we actually. So
everybody got rough on Thanksgiving Day. It's some really good games Thanksgiving
Day. Green Bay. They looked really good in week 1. First, it was a new OC, new scheme. Everybody just looked off kilter. So, but even in that game, Jordan Love looked, whatever. To me, he didn't look super impressive in that game. No, that's after the Commanders, I think.
Yeah, right after Commanders got the Eagles.
Yeah. But the Packers have been looking real human.
Look real regular, don't they?
Since then. They done lost a couple of games that they had no business. First off, they tied with y'all.
Yeah.
When on paper they were supposed to beat y'all.
Beat the hell out of them.
On paper they were supposed to beat y'all. They tied with y'all, which was supposed to be a loss. How y'all was playing. Then they lost to the Browns. They just lost to the Panthers today. They've been looking real regular.
The Panthers quiet as kept can be a wild card team.
Yeah, they're winning some crazy games that they should not be winning.
They win.
They are winning.
They win.
So shout out to Bryce Young and Rico Dowdle for
Now they got what's his name back too, Chuba Hubbard. So they running both of them. It's tough.
And that
Tough.
division is as wide open as a homeboy that's in love. Wide open.
Tampa's really good though.
Yeah, but they are decimated.
True.
No Mike Evans. Chris Godwin's not back yet, so you're relying on the Emeka Egbuka and your tight end for your receiving threats.
And the receiver from Oregon. I just saw.
I don't know, because once you get down past the wide receiver 3 on the depth chart, I stopped looking. Because on paper they had a really good trio in Evans, Godwin, and Egbuka. But now only Egbuka is playing. And then I think Bucky Irvin is still hurt, so your run game is questionable.
Tez Johnson.
Yes. Tez Johnson he's nice.
Yeah.
So he can probably sustain a good wide receiver 2 pace right now.
But your two receivers are both rookies.
Mm-hmm.
But shaking bake is shaking and baking.
Yeah. But again, that's another division that is, because minus the Saints. The Saints are fucking trash. They're terrible. But
the 1 year we don't play the Saints.
Hey, they gave y'all one last year too.
Yeah. They gave it to us last year.
Yeah, and that game was so good for them that we was like, oh damn, did the Saints turn the corner? And then they immediately shit the bed.
Because we thought, I was like, they finna go to the damn Super Bowl.
And they shit the bed. I was like, golly.
Egg salad for the rest of the season.
Alvin Kamara only had 14 yards today.
Man, when they played the Cowboys, that son bitch was jogging down the field.
What, he had 4?
Yeah.
I think he had 4 that game.
3 long ones.
Yeah. So
I think he had like a 60, a 30, and a 30, something like that. But on the 60, he was jogging.
Just easy. Just sightseeing.
I was like, come on, man. Like, this is embarrassing, bro.
Y'all got a chance, but I, and everybody else who watches the Cowboys can tell exactly what needs to be done. It is a matter of if the Cowboys themselves and the organization can see it, understand it, and make the necessary changes in time. Because yeah, the record might be ugly right now at 3-4-1, but it's not the worst case scenario. You guys are still very much in a position to let's see if the playoffs started today. Let's see what it looks like.
I'm gonna give my score after this, and I'm going with the score that I put in the pick'em. I'm gonna keep that score.
So as of right now, Philly's the number 1 seed, Tampa's 2, LA is 3, Green Bay is 4, Seattle is 5, San Francisco is 6, Detroit is 7. You got Chicago, Carolina, Minnesota, and Dallas. You guys are only 2 games out of the last wild card spot.
Best thing that they can probably do is win the division. Because them wild card teams right now can go into any one of those division leaders.
Chicago, Carolina, Minnesota, Green Bay can be a wild card and swap with Detroit. Seattle could be a wild card and swap with LA. San Francisco could be a wild card and swap with Seattle. You might be right. Might have to win the division.
Yeah.
Even with that being said, you guys are only 3 games out, and you guys play the Eagles soon.
Yep.
That'll basically give you 1.5, 2 games.
Yep.
If you beat them,
that'll give you a game, maybe 2. You need some help. I think Detroit will help you out, but you got to be winning while they losing.
What do you mean Detroit gonna help you out?
Y'all will beat Philly.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant y'all was gonna beat us to help you out.
No. No. So Danny says 30, Cardinals 13. I'm gonna go with the score that I put in the pick'em league. I'm going with that score. Cowboys 45, Cardinals 34.
I'm gonna say Cowboys 38, Cardinals 35.
I can dig it.
And if that is the score, it'll clear the
numbers
over under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that
I think what the key for Arizona is what Marvin Harrison do you get?
Agreed.
So
And if it's he said it ain't no way the Cardinals gonna score 35 points. And ain't no way I thought Rico Dallas was gonna say buckle up and make your ass buckle up too. I never
and
thought that would happen.
Normally I would agree with you, but you can't discount what kind of defense Dallas is putting on the field.
You can't. You can't.
You can't discount that. So that goes into my decision to give Cardinals 35 because
there's no way that I thought Russell Wilson would throw 500 yards against the Cowboys either. But here we are.
5 touchdowns.
505 touchdowns.
Slinging.
But here we are.
Here we are.
And got benched the next week.
That tells you more about Dallas defense than it does Giants offense.
Straight up. Cowboy defense is terrible. So yeah, I do believe wholeheartedly that the Giants can score. That the Cardinals can score 35 points.
Mm-hmm.
They can.
If Dallas opens the door, Cardinals gonna walk right through it.
You're gonna have to run the ball, Danny, and that's the only way, and try to keep him off the field. But
chew clock, please chew some clock.
They're not really gonna chew clock because I think George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb will get some long touchdowns.
For sure. But you gotta I think your offense is good enough, and like you said, you got old linemen that you can just rotate in now. So if they do get tired, you running a 12 to 14 play drive, you got linemen that you can swap out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you gotta take the ball out of Kyler Murray or Jacoby Brissett, but take the ball out of their hand.
They go down 14, it will be Kyler Murray coming in the game, and that's when it's gonna get interesting.
You take the ball out of their hand. Kill a lot of that clock. Time of possession is very key in a game like this. When your defense is not that, but you have the second best offense in the league. Time of possession is your best friend.
You ain't lying.
So
keep that defense off the field.
Keep that defense off the field, and you got a chance.
Yep. And that's within the game that you play for the rest of the season. It's insane. Like if you beat Kansas City. When you play teams like Kansas City, Detroit, the Chargers, you're going to have to get in shootouts.
I ain't going to lie to you. That Detroit game, it might be nasty.
It might be.
Because if y'all done gave up 1,200 rushing yards through 8 weeks.
If I'm Detroit, I'm just running the ball. The whole game. I might not throw.
What?
Might not throw a pass.
Turn Jared Goff into a 180 quarterback for the day.
Just why not? Why not?
It's good, man. I know. Especially if these next couple of weeks don't go the best way for us.
Yeah,
we gonna be looking to that Dallas game, be like, yeah, we need that.
That's your get right game.
We need that. We gonna need all parts of that.
We have an unkeen ability to get people right.
Hopefully we bounce back. We 5-3. That's not terrible.
No.
5-3 is not terrible. Division is very much still winnable. Green Bay lost today, so it's that fucking tie. That goddamn tie. I mean, they would still lead the division because they got the head-to-head over us, even if we did have the same record. So they would still have that. But that tie is just disgusting.
It hurts.
But our next
and then you had an opportunity to make up a game today.
Oh, we got the Commanders. We could win that game. I think we can. I think we bounce back from today and win that game against the Commanders.
What? Are you watching them right now?
Huh?
Are you watching them right now? Hell yeah, you're gonna beat the Commanders.
It's bad. It's bad. So we could beat the Commanders. I think we could beat the Eagles. Their secondary is fucking atrocious, honestly.
It's trash.
And then we have the Giants before the Packers for Thanksgiving. And then we got you guys after the Packers. So if we beat the Packers,
I just hope you and the Packers just beat each other up and then we get the remnants of what happened. Best case scenario.
You better hope we don't lose to the Packers on Thanksgiving.
Come on, Hendon Hooker. I need him.
Because it is that aggression is coming out of y'all
Oh yeah,
we come in for our pound of flesh the following week against y'all.
for sure.
So we could do it, man. We could do it. This year has been crazy for football.
It's been a while, yeah.
Crazy. Trade deadline is coming up, man. I'm excited to see what happens. I haven't seen any crazy trades yet, but you know, the day of trade deadline, they be moving shit like bricks. So
Somebody's moving.
somebody big is moving.
Before we get out of here, I saw 2 great football games yesterday. It sucked that they were both at the same time. Texas beat Vanderbilt, which was a really
Didn't realize
good.
how high Vanderbilt was ranked. I didn't know they was
Yes.
doing that good. I know they was good, but I didn't know they was doing that good.
Texas got on that ass. And then SMU beat Miami.
Love this. I love to see Carson Beck brought back to earth.
Yeah. And
Love to see
SMU did it. And
The Dodgers,
Danny
unfortunately,
said the Dodgers won.
the Dodgers unfortunately won the World Series last night
Toronto shit the bed.
badly. And actually, it wasn't bad. I mean, Mad Max pitched a good game,
Right.
but once you get to game seven, the whole bullpen is open. So you let Yamamoto come back in.
Yeah, that was tough.
Kiss it goodbye.
The crazy part about it is, for me was, and I don't really know the rules well enough, but the 2 out, when you had the bases loaded with 1 out, dude for Toronto hit the ground ball and they threw the ball home. He bobbled the ball and threw it home. Bro, I challenge that because the tie goes to the runner.
So
that was so.
I watched the replay. The bobble was from the shortstop.
It was from the second baseman.
Second baseman. He bobbled it from the pickup, right? The only issue that I had when you played it in real time was that the foot came off the plate.
It did.
But when they slowed it down, the ball hit the glove, then the foot came off the plate. I think that's still a force out.
Okay.
Because you were still touching the base when you caught the ball, it's still a force.
It was. You got to replay it. Like they didn't even replay it. They just let it go.
Because they got teams like how we got teams, or like NFL, they got teams and stuff like that. That watch real quick, they slow it down and see if it's like. And what's to say that they didn't already lose their challenge? Because I wasn't watching. I jumped in like the 7th inning or something like that, or 8th inning. So I jumped in late, but that one you kind of, it sucks though. It sucks.
Yeah.
Because it was such a heads up play though to throw it home.
It was
because that hitter is going to be pushing down the line, because if he makes it safe,
if anybody's safe,
the game is over.
And you bobbled it too.
I know he was shitting bricks.
Did you see his face afterwards? He looked down. He was like,
and the Dodgers almost fucked up on that outfield catch too.
Sure did. Toronto had opportunities to win it.
Yeah, they did.
And then it kept.
And then you served up a cookie to Will Smith.
You just right down the middle. And both home runs to tie it and the home run to win it both came with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Shout out to Toronto. That I was, I don't root for NL teams because my team is in the AL. So if it's not my team, I was rooting for whoever represented the AL. I was looking for Toronto.
I thought I counted Toronto out in the ALCS because I didn't think there was any way they could beat Seattle because Seattle is cold. But
we almost took Seattle up out of there. We had one of the. There's been a lot of crazy games in the postseason. You had the 18 inning this World Series.
Yeah,
with the Dodgers in the. I think we went 15.
I was finna go to sleep on their ass last night if it went one more inning. I was finna go to sleep on their ass. I was like, I'm not finna sit here for 2 games. I'm not doing it.
I was out with my girl and her friend. We were bowling and they had the game on the TV. So I was watching,
kind of checking it out. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was rooting for the Blue Jays, and my girlfriend's homegirl was a Dodgers fan. I was like, fuck ass Dodgers wasn't supposed to win.
They won though.
But shout out to them for being the first back-to-back team since the 2000 Yankees, man. And you can hate the Dodgers all you want to, man, but they put together a hell of a team. It starts with the bullpen.
Have a really good team.
You can't say anything about that. That bullpen is fucking incredible.
Really good team.
And if this teaches you anything, man, go send some scouts to Japan.
And they
Do it.
they got the best player. They probably got the best baseball player of all time, man. Like this dude is.
And Clayton Kershaw is able to walk into the sunset with 2. He's got 3 total, I think, but he got 2 back to back.
Yep.
He's able to just walk into the sunset as a repeat champ.
It's
And
crazy.
3. Mookie got 4.
It's crazy. They had a good squad. They're gonna be good for a lot of years too.
Well, I don't know about a lot of years. That's $1 billion roster.
I was gonna say it comes with a price.
That is legitly $1 billion, and you about to have to pay Shohei.
Ugh.
You about to have to pay Ohtani.
What does he make?
Let me see.
No, I'm saying, what does he make?
Oh, you gotta give him that nuclear contract. That
$700 million.
8.
What?
There was talks of him being close to the first billionaire contract, and like I was like, man, he's overrated. And then he did what he did in the NLCS.
NLCS.
3 home runs, 10 strikeouts. At that point, the only thing, because if I'm saying one of 2 things, I'm saying pay that man, and I'm saying test that man. I want that man tested.
Chris, people do that in Little League.
He did it against grown ass men who've been doing this for years.
Professional baseball.
He went 3 for 3. One of them almost went off the fucking baseball park, hit a nuke.
That dude is nuts.
And threw 10 strikeouts through 6 innings.
That's why
I know the Angels is kicking their own ass right now.
That's why you got to pay him something weird.
He gonna get 8 over 10 or 8 over 13. He gonna get 8.
It's crazy. You got to pay him.
And then Aaron Judge. I mean, he's not doing what Shohei is, but Aaron is gonna be up there too.
I mean,
6, 7, 8.
Nobody does what Shohei does. Nobody.
Yeah.
Ever. And
then your bullpen is just mine is Blake Snell because he was slow. He shouldn't have been this series, but
yeah.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani. This is my first time seeing pitchers have like 6 pitches. Like,
yeah,
pitchers are getting better.
Oh yeah, man.
If you can run a game with 6 pitches, how am I supposed to? How can I scout for you?
How can you signal the 6th pitch? You got a catcher's mitt on.
Well, they got the pitch comp now, which I still don't know exactly how that works. But how do you key in the 6th pitch?
I guess it gives them a vibration. Tells you what to do. And I'm pretty sure that it's probably 2, like 5-1. That'll be 6th pitch. Something.
Thanks to the Astros for having to implement this fucking system.
Yeah, man. So everybody can cheat now.
Shout out to the Astros for that, bro.
Man, fuck the Astros.
Man, I want that World Series scrub from the fucking record.
Man, terrible. Beating on trash cans and shit. Well, who does that?
Oh my God. Space City, man. Shout out to the boys, man.
Crazy motherfucker. All right, Chris, man.
Appreciate you having me, brother.
And man, I appreciate you coming, man. I thank
you.
Fun
always,
very much,
Fun as always.
Man. But anyway, tomorrow after the game, I'll be on live right after the game. Win or lose, I'll be here.
Or draw, since y'all can do that this year.
I'm not doing that shit no more. Win or lose. If they tie, I'm not coming. And win or lose. Win or lose, I'll be here, man. If they tie, I'm telling you right now, I'm not coming. I would be so mad, bro.
They said a tie is like kissing your sister.
I'm gone, man. Bye, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.